I love that. Now, I gotta ask you guys, what's one piece of advice you wish you would have gotten early on in your career?
Mine is just, I wish I'd have known, I wish I'd have believed in myself more younger. I wish I'd have known what I was capable of younger. To Grant's point, I would have gone bigger sooner. I was lucky that I picked a model that worked. Actually, it picked me. I was lucky. I picked a model that worked for me young. And I wish I would have known what I was capable of sooner, what this was capable of sooner. I think I've always been limited, and still am to this day, by my lack of understanding of what my capacity is. And the more I step into the next space, like, wow, that was easier than I thought. It could have been bigger than that. And so certainly for me, my biggest detriment is me getting in my own way with my lack of belief in myself. Even when you think we're both super self-confident guys now, it's still a limitation of our ability to go to the next place. Is just me understanding what life is capable of being for me. And so for sure, that's my deal. It has been all my life for me.
Yeah, probably, just underestimating the ability, the potential of the spiritual being, me. And unfortunately, because we have so much attention on our physical capacity and limitations, 5'8", I've been a little guy my whole life. Got to feed myself 3 times a day because I'm hungry. I got to urinate, sometimes with my buddy. I gotta sleep 9 hours a day, 8 to 9 hours a day. I'm reminded I'm a body, which has been a deception for me, because that's not what I'm not limited to just that. And so it's been a big trick, thinking, oh, I just got to take care of this. I got to clothe it. I got to protect it. I got to worry about it. The older you get, the more you worry about it. Kids can do almost anything. Kids can jump off they can jump out of a car, roll around on the damn grass, and pop up and say, yeah, that was fun, let's do that again. You do that to me, man, I'm like, dang, that hurt, right? So you can see a kid flying down a mountain at 70 miles an hour, man, I'm terrified, because I'm gonna break something. So it's that concern about me, is something gonna happen to me? If I wouldn't have been concerned about myself, my God, I could have done anything, man. I would have already done it. So that's how that's been a big limitation, what Ed's talking about. The capacity of the individual is, I don't think I've even remotely scratched. Hopefully if I can come back, if anybody believes in that kind of stuff, then I can come back with, oh my God, man, maybe I'm not just 5'8", 170 pounds, little tiny ones.
Got some good guns right now.
Okay. But maybe I can do more than just the physical limitations that I impose on myself.
Looking back on the careers you guys have built, and obviously you guys still have a long way to go, a legacy to build, people to impact, what would you say is your best 60-second piece of wisdom to the world? So we talked about all this different stuff. There's so many things out there to take away, but if somebody watching this right now really wants to start making their life work, they really want to max out, they really want to 10x, what have you guys found is your best piece of advice to people out there, if you could give it to them in 1 minute?
Go ahead, GC.
No, go ahead, man, really. I don't know how to do that, man.
Well,
Who would expect good advice in 60 seconds, first of all? Why have we come down to that? Why are we down to
Instagram.
goddamn.
The video's gotta be in
Instagram
60
clips.
seconds.
Delivering the content, man, it goes back to it.
What my advice would be, if you're going to start, is that what you're asking me?
Correct. Somebody
Your
who's
best
just...
advice in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Damn, Ed, it's not that complicated.
It's not that complicated. Well, I'm a big believer that you can't exceed your identity. You and I have talked a lot about that in the past. And so I think if you don't begin to, whether it comes from your faith, did something just fall on me?
It's like your fire shoe, it's a dragonfly or something.
Let's start that again.
You know what
Ask
that
the
means,
question
huh?
again and get us to answer it again.
You know what that means?
Start that again.
The
So last question,
is,
what would be your best piece of advice? Obviously, there's a lot of stuff out there in the world, but for somebody to start making their life work, I know you had a moment, Grant, where you were, you had the drugs, the alcohol, but there was a switch that changed. Ed, you had a similar moment.
Get one
in your
mentor.
business.
Get one mentor. Solve the problem you're having right now. Get in one group that gives back. Stay connected until your life improves. Handle your 24 inches. You can't handle your 24 inches. Don't try to handle your neighbor's problems. Don't criticize me, criticize yourself. So many people want to give me advice. I'm like, dude, you handle your own life. I got my hands full handling mine. I'm not handling yours. Just handle your 24 inches until you got that handled. Then, could be anything. Could be money, it could be weight, it could be maybe you're cheating, maybe you're taking shortcuts, you don't wake up sooner, whatever your problems are. Everybody's got them. I still got my 24 inches. I worry about my 24 inches every day. Okay?
Is that even better?
I handle my 24. That's better, even better. That's not a dragonfly though.
Oh.
That's a, yeah, praying mantis. Okay, that's even better.
Is it better?
3 Comma Club for sure. Okay, so landed on me too. See, when it gets close to you, that doesn't mean shit. When it lands on you,
Oh, shoot.
It means you're the one.
you're the one.
Damn.
Okay. So, dude, get one guy. You guys gotta quit. Every one of you, quit listening to 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 people. It creates confusion, and confusion means you don't do anything. So if you don't, you're better off with one piece of data that's wrong than 10 pieces of data that's right. Do the one thing wrong. I know that I've done stuff that's not supposed to work, but I believed in it so much.
Yep.
It was like, dang, that worked. Okay, so don't do drugs, don't do alcohol, don't hang around losers. I mean, family could be losers. Just because you were born with them doesn't mean you're obligated to them.
Right.
Okay, I've been a loser. There was parts of my family that should not have been around me during 9 years of my life, from the age of 16 to 25. No one in my family, including my mother, should have spent time with me. I was a risk to her, to myself, to my friends, and to society. Just the way it was. You got to give something up.
Yeah. Makes sense. How about you?
That was
Ed?
really good.
That don't make sense. That makes money.
One, keep the promises you make to yourself. You start keeping the promises you make to you. Forget about everybody else. That's going to build your self-confidence. It's just the foundation of doing anything in your life is you start to keep the promises you make to you. That's number one. Number two, you got to begin to work on you, your identity. You're never going to exceed we both said earlier that we're still to this day limited basically by our identity. We're limited by what we think we're capable of, right? We said that now. It was true when we were 18, 22, and at our ages now. And so you've got to do the things that stretch your identity and your worth, whether that be your faith life, your spiritual life, your personal development, self-improvement, reading, listening, all that stuff. You expand your identity, you'll never exceed your identity, okay? You're going to be your habits and rituals. You better get a habit and a routine and rituals that serve you, because if you show me what you're going to do, because here's why, under pressure, you'll always go back to your habit. So you've got to have habits, rituals, and routines that serve you. The next thing is this. You better think about something huge that you want to do with your life, that grips your heart, that makes you want to get out of bed every single morning, that's massive. And it should be right now, whatever just occurred to you, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. And make it big, because that's going to be the compelling vision of your life. It's going to get you moving, okay? That's at least for me, a massive, significant part of my life. And then lastly is, don't listen to people that are going to tell you that you can't do it. Don't listen to haters, don't listen to naysayers, don't listen to people that give you advice that tell you to slow down or you shouldn't do it or you can't do it or the time's not right or any of those other things. Those are dream stealers. They were sent to you to see if you'll overcome them. They were sent to you to test your resiliency. And if you can overcome that, if you just discard all of that stuff and you get clear on those other things, you've got a really good chance of doing something great with your life. And just remember what you were put here to do. You're not a mistake. You're not here by an accident. You were born to do something great with your life. You were born to make a difference with your life. This is a fact. Every one of us was put here to do something special, and that special thing is to help one another in some way, shape, or form. And if you can just remember that and negotiate the price in advance, decide now that your will to win cannot be bought by any failure or any success, and now you've got a chance to do something special with your life. And once you've made that decision, just get ready, because here comes all the adversity. Just get ready. Here comes all the setbacks, all the failures, all the rejection. It's part of it. So just like when it's happening to you, you shouldn't be going, oh my God, that's a sign it's not for me, or I should shift, or maybe I can only take so much, or I'm the guy who should I go into something I'm not cut out for. Just get ready. Adversity, setbacks, rejection, certain things you'll reach and they weren't as good as you thought when you'd get there, right? There's all kinds of stuff that happens when you get there. Like, I thought it'd be better than this, right? All of it's there. It's all part of the journey. It's all part of the path. Just accept that and do something great with your life and stop acting like you don't know. Stop acting like you can't get it done, like you're one key away, one mentor away, one this away. You know what you're away? You're one belief and one activity away. You're one new recruit in your business from changing your life. You're one new client, one breakthrough, one distinction that you make away from doing something great. Get totally immersed in it. Like I talked about earlier with my dad's cancer, get totally immersed, stay focused in that area. Don't look at 50 different things and decide that's what you're gonna do with your life, and now you got a chance to do something.
If you guys enjoyed that video, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now, because every week we bring you the very best in personal development content, interviews, and insight to help inspire you to take your life and your dreams and make them a reality. And also, if you want to know how to book dream guests the same way I have, you can check the link below for my top 3 secrets. So if you have a podcast or a show or whatever it is and you want to collaborate with them, if you click that link below, I'll give you those top 3 secrets to help you get in touch with anybody. And also, don't forget that The Passionate Few is available on media platforms as well. So you can subscribe to the podcast. And until next time, thank you for being one of the passionate few.